Hey everyone, Pete Williams here and welcome to 7levers.com. Now before I give you a rundown of what this is all about, let me introduce you visually to someone you've probably never seen before. Dom Goucher, how are you, buddy?
Hi guys, sorry, normally behind the camera, but special event here, I'm going to be in front of it.
How's things, going well?
Great, won't talk about the weather.
Good work, nice work. So before we sort of delve into what 7levers.com is all about, let's actually give some context. And for those who don't know about the framework that is the 7 levers, let's run through that really quickly and talk about the power of compound effort. Is that the term that you've coined this?
Yeah, I love the term compound effort because that's what really this is all about. The framework of the 7 levers is all about making a little bit of effort in a number of different places that builds one thing after another to a great result.
And that great result is almost the doubling of the profit of your business. Because if you pull each of the 7 levers we're about to explain by just 10%, the compound result is going to be a doubling of the profitability of your business. Now have a think, how beautiful would it be if you could actually double the take-home profit you actually have right now in your business? And it's very easy to do if you actually apply and pull each of these 7 levers. So let's run through them now quickly and really set this framework up front. So the first 3 levers are some pretty common and obvious things that drive a business and drive its profitability. That's traffic, opt-in, and conversions. Now traffic is obviously the foot traffic you get to a retail store, it's the inquiries you get to your accounting or services practice, or obviously if you're a web-based business, it's the visitors to your website. The second lever is the opt-ins. Now again, if you're a web-based business, this is pretty obvious. A lot of internet marketers and people who play that game understand the need to get someone to opt in through a squeeze page and put their email address in to get on your newsletter list. But what happens if you're a retail store? You know, the opt-in equivalent of a retail store is someone sitting down and trying on the shoe, going in and trying on that dress, whatever it might be. That's the opt-in you're trying to get. It's that second step in that sales funnel. And the third lever is conversion. Now this is where people actually open their wallet or their purse, get their credit card out and actually make the transaction, actually purchase something from you. So they're the first 3 levers. And obviously there's a compound effect. The more traffic you get, the more opt-ins you get, means the more conversions you can get. It's just simple compound math. Now beyond that, there's 4 other levers that drive the profitability of your business that a lot of people don't really think about, aren't aware of, or most likely don't put any effort in to actually increase. Now these are items per sale, average sales value, average transactions per customer, and finally the 7th lever is the margins you have in your business. So let's run through those quickly, Dom, and sort of explain that to people. So items per sale, do you want to explain that one?
Yeah, most people really, in any kind of a business, concentrate on making a sale. But if you can sell more than one item when someone comes into your store, even a small extra item, you're going to increase the revenue of your business. And so few people really concentrate on or pay any attention to it. If they sell something, they're happy, and that they just take the sale and away they go.
Yeah. So what we're trying to do in this lever, which we'll talk about more in a moment, is help you increase that by just 10%, and that means that every 10th person buys 2 items at the checkout. The next lever is the average sales value. So that's the actual amount of money they spend at the cash register. So this is by increasing your prices or getting people to buy higher priced items when they purchase from you. The 6th lever is the average transactions per customer per period. So this is the amount of time people come back to you in a given year or particular period of time. So what you want to try and do is get your customers to come back and purchase from you again and again and again. And so many people just focus on that first transaction, getting that brand new client into their business, and then they forget about them. And obviously, if you've heard anything about the preneur hierarchy framework, you understand that the easiest people to sell to are people who have already been in your world and have already transacted with you previously. So that's what that lever is all about. And finally, margins. It's pretty obvious. The greater the margin you have in your business, the greater the profitability. Now, when you put all these levers together and this compound effect that Dom mentioned before, if you simply increase each of these levers by just 10%, you will almost double the profitability of your business. So if you currently have 1,000 visitors to your website and you can increase that by 10% to 1,100 visitors, or if your conversion rate right now is 7%, and you can increase that to 7.7%, that 10% increase, and increase each one of these levers by just that 10%, you'll double the profitability of your business. It's absolutely amazing, and it's very, very easy to do when you apply yourself and have some focus on each one of these levers. And that's what 7levers.com is all about. Since the Preneurcast podcast has been going for, what is it now, over 12 months, Dom, it's been awesome.
We're well over 12 months, into our second year of the podcast, yeah.
Yeah, and by far the greatest episode we had from Preneurcast in that first 12 months was the episode where we spoke and first chatted about this 7 levers concept. And we've done a couple of shows specifically about that now, but if you listen to the show regularly, which is available on iTunes if you haven't actually checked it out, that we talk and relate a lot of the things we talk about back to these 7 levers, and the feedback has been fantastic. But beyond the fantastic feedback, a lot of the questions and requests have been for more in-depth sort of training and support around the 7 levers. So that's what we've done here at 7levers.com.
That's right. And one of the big things about the 7 levers is that it expands the idea of focusing on an element of your business. Because there's so much training out there, there's so many people out there saying, hey, ways to increase your traffic, increase your conversions. These are very common things you'll see if you're involved, especially if you're involved in anything on the internet. You'll see people with training courses to do this. They're great courses to get new traffic from new places. But the whole thing about the 7 levers is, it's not about putting all your effort in one place. It's about putting little bits of effort to get that compound effect. And this is why people have been asking us for the help, because there's so much information out there about traffic and conversion, but these other aspects, they just seem to be forgotten, but there's so much value in it. So yeah, people have been coming to us and asking us more specific, more in-depth questions.
Absolutely, and what we've tried to do is answer that here inside 7levers.com, which is your home study course to support your effort in pulling these 7 levers. So what we've done is we've dug deep into each one of the 7 levers with a video and supporting training material to help you work on your business and pull one of these levers. Whether you're going to work through this on a monthly basis and every month work on pulling one of these levers and increasing them by 10%, at the end of 7 months, you'll have hopefully doubled the profitability of your business. If you want to be a bit more aggressive with it, you can work every week, just rotating through the 7 levers. So inside the course, Dom, do you want to explain what people get inside every lever of the training program?
That's right. Inside every lever, Pete has produced a extensive video explaining what the lever is about and how it applies to business. Now, everybody's got a different business. There's different really big groups of businesses, like there's online businesses, there's retail bricks and mortar businesses that sell physical product, and there's also consulting or services businesses. So each one of those videos breaks down the 7 levers and explains it in the context of each one of those groups of businesses. And also Pete gives some great examples of ways to pull that lever. Now, Pete's got the most creative mind in business that I've come across for a long time, and his ideas are great. Some of them are really obvious, and you'll kind of just go, hey, wow, I should have thought of that. And so there's things in there, you know, the minimum you should be doing. And usually, each one of those videos contains one thing, which in most cases, it's trivial to implement, which will automatically give you the 10% boost. As you go through the process, if you just do those things, one of them in a row, you have the potential to double the profit of your business. Now, on top of that, throughout each of the modules, we've got supporting materials. We have worksheets for you to fill out and follow. We've got links to other resources. We've got references to books that we talk about that we think will help you in a particular business or a particular lever. And I also go through, and in each module, Pete's videos are extensive, but we recommend that this isn't a one-time deal. We recommend you go through and you come back either on a monthly or a weekly basis, focusing on each of these levers and addressing it, trying to increase it. To support you doing that, so you're not watching a lengthy video or trying to find the bit you wanted, I've actually created summary videos so that you can very quickly, in a short space of time, get the reminder information about the big hitters, the easy wins, and some of those clever techniques that we think are really going to make that difference. So it's not just a one-time through course. We're supporting you in the way that we think you should use it, which is to go back and keep working on your business, keep working on each of those levers, and keep getting those increases.
Absolutely, that's what it's all designed to be. Is it's meant to be a support for you to help grow and work on your business. And I really made a conscious effort, as Dom said, with each one of these 7 levers videos to actually give examples for a whole range of types of industries. Whether you're an e-commerce provider, an information marketer online, a tradie, maybe a roof tiler, maybe you're an accountant, a retail store, no matter what type of business or industry you're in, I've tried to highlight and give you some clear examples of how you can implement the strategies, the techniques, and pull that lever. Because clearly, as hopefully you've seen by now, once you implement these 7 levers on a regular basis in your business, just trying to increase them by 10%, the profitability of your business right now will double. It's simple mathematics. It's fantastic. So that's what we're trying to do, is give you a lot of support, guidance, tactics, techniques, and tools to implement and pull these 7 levers.
That's right. And what's really important there is this is not an internet-based business opportunity. It's not even a business opportunity in the way that people use that term. It is a genuine opportunity for every business to prove and potentially double the profit. This is applicable to absolutely everything. And if you go through the videos, when you watch what Pete's got to say about the different levers, you'll realize that that's true for every business. Pete gives examples from all over the spectrum. We're not just focusing on the easy wins of internet business, but real bricks and mortar businesses, real traditional businesses. This is real business advice. It's not a get rich scheme. It's not a new business opportunity. This is for everyone.
Now that's what the course is. You get access to the entire online training portal, which has videos, downloads, reference material, a whole bunch of other stuff. But beyond that, we've actually gone an extra step for everyone, because as Dom mentioned, there's a process to this, that if you actually are structured and disciplined enough, and every week you come back and spend some critical focus time working on one of these levers in your business, you'll be able to make it work for you. So what we've done is put together a community where you can go in on a regular basis, get support from Dom, myself, and other preneur community members to actually answer your questions, your friction points, give you advice, to actually work on these 7 levers.
Yeah, now this is the preneur community. This isn't just for 7 levers, but it was 7 levers that triggered this. As we were working through the course, we realized that people were going to still want support. We're still going to get the questions. And rather than just have those questions flying around in emails and on the different comments, iTunes, different blogs that we're running, we wanted to focus that. We wanted to genuinely build and support the preneur community. So we've created Preneur Platinum. And this is a community area where, as Pete says, firstly, if you're going through the 7 levers and you've got a question, then pop in there, and there are areas for each one of the 7 levers to focus you on. We will be in there. We will be reading and answering those inquiries, but also beyond us, because believe it or not, our knowledge and experience is limited. There's going to be a whole community. It's going to be an area where people from the preneur community can help each other out.
So
we're really excited about.
Sorry to talk over you there, Dom. Yeah, I'm that excited about it. So, but what we've got there is an area where each one of the levers has a dedicated conversation point. It's a closed community, so not everyone will be able to have access to this, where you can be very open and transparent about your business, knowing that you're in a very safe community, that everyone's not going to know what you're doing and your competitors won't necessarily find out or anything like that. And every week we'll be jumping back in to focus on a different one of these levers, so you can work through the process on a repeat cycle with everybody. Now beyond that, off the back of the Preneur Community Survey that we did recently, we surveyed the entire listener base of Preneurcast and subscribers to my newsletters and things like that, and found some fantastic results where it was like 60% of the community are actively working full-time in their business, which is fantastic. It's not a group of entrepreneurs who are trying to start out, make their first dollar online. The vast majority of people inside the preneur community are actually people making money and implementing this stuff, which is fantastic. But beyond that, a lot of response we got was they want some additional support and additional sort of advisory board type services. So what we're doing beyond just the 7 levers component of this Preneur Platinum area, we've also got an advisory board, which is what I've termed that allows you to have that extended board of directors, which are Dom, myself, and everybody else, to help you get over your friction points, give you advice and things like that. Because being a solo entrepreneur or a small business owner can be quite lonely, and sometimes you're not big enough to have a board of directors. Well, Preneur Platinum is going to be that for you. It's going to be your online mastermind group and advisory board where you can ask any sort of questions, friction points, or advice from other members to help you grow your business.
That's right. As you know, Pete and I both do consulting work, and we've also run a mastermind group specifically for the 7 levers. But you might not want to get involved at that level right now, but you do always have opportunities in your business where you could just do that little bit of advice. So again, as Pete said, we set up this advisory board area inside the community so that you can ask Pete and I or members of the community to help you out with those friction points.
And beyond that, there's 2 other additional areas or parts of Preneur Platinum. One of those things is what we've termed the over-the-shoulder area. Now, between Dom, myself, and the rest of our team here at the Preneur Group, we've got our hands in a lot of different projects. And we're creating almost an idea incubator where we implement various ideas on various levels, from the Preneurcast podcast to Stitch software, where we do a whole bunch of iPhone and OS X app development. We've got LD Magazine, which is our new magazine in the lifestyle design and life hacking space. I've got a range of multi-million-dollar e-commerce sites and my telco company and a whole range of other stuff that we're doing. So what we're going to do here inside Preneur Platinum in the over-the-shoulder area is give you access to what we're doing. You can look over our shoulder and we're going to record videos, training sessions, almost give a logbook of all the stuff we're doing in our various projects that you can watch and learn from. So you can actually see what we're implementing, what we're actually spending our money on, investing our time in doing, and how we're actually doing it. So it's not just theory, you get to actually see what we are actually doing.
That's right, you'll get to see it as we're doing it, whenever we do something new, which is going to be exciting. And also you'll be able to ask us about what we're doing, why we're doing it. It's not just going to be a one-way thing, and that's a really important thing about the Preneur community. We set up Preneur Platinum so that it's not a one-way thing. We want to be involved more with the community, we want to be there to answer your questions and support you, and we want to actually help you, members of the community, to work with each other. And so over the shoulder is our way of letting you get a little bit more insight into what Pete and I do. And well, I'm actually very excited about that because I think we do some really cool things in what Pete has now called the Preneur Labs, which apparently is me. No, funny. But we do a lot of exciting things, and we want to talk about it as we're doing it as well as after we've done it. So as part of the Preneur community, we want you to be involved from the start.
Exactly. And the final part of Preneur Platinum is our spotlights area, where we'll actually put your business, your marketing material, whatever it might be you want to put under the spotlight and under the microscope, and hot seat it for you. So if you've got a new website development, or you're thinking about changing your website, maybe you're doing a direct mail campaign, whatever it is, any bit of marketing material you're about to implement and want us to really pull it apart, look at it, give you some suggestions, tell you what to split test from our experience, what would work, what won't work, we'll actually do that for you as part of your Preneur Platinum membership. You can actually request a spotlight. Dom and I will look over the information, we'll come together and record a video that not only you, but everyone else in the advisory board area can actually get access to and learn from. We'll give you our expert advice and consultation on a particular piece of your marketing material when, if, and however you need it.
That's right, and again, I'm really excited about that because up until now, we haven't really had a good way of being able to do that. But whenever we have done it for people that have asked us, they told us they've got an amazing amount of value from it. So we're really, again, sorry to overdo that word, but we're really excited that we've got now this ability where you can submit anything you want, whether it's a marketing piece, whether it's an entire website, just a homepage redesign, whatever it might be. And Pete and I can give our input for you. And then also the community can join in and give their experience. So you've really got that advisory board behind you and around you.
So Preneur Platinum is going to be a closed community, and it's going to be a cost to be a member on an ongoing basis. But to support you with 7levers.com, we're going to give you 8 weeks of access to Preneur Platinum. That'll give you 1 week to go through all the content and get a bit of a feel for the framework that is the 7 levers, and then spend 1 week with us inside Preneur Platinum on each one of the 7 levers. So hopefully at the end of the 8 weeks, you'll have a solid foundation and very much on your way to doubling the profit of your business. So here's an overview and summary of everything you get. You'll get access to 7levers.com, the home study course, which is yours to have access to forever. You can continually go back into that, dig deep on one of the levers, and increase the profitability of your business. You'll get access to the training, the resources, the tools, the tactics, and everything else we put together for you. Plus, you'll get 2 months access to Preneur Platinum, our closed community. We will walk through the 7 levers with you over the next 8 weeks to help you implement each one of these levers and hopefully double the profitability of your business. Now, beyond that, in those 8 weeks, you'll have access to the entire advisory board of entrepreneurs from across the globe, plus access to all the over-the-shoulder training and videos that we record as we do our various projects. Plus, you'll have the opportunity to put something from your business under the spotlight. So you'll get access to all of that. At the end of the 8 weeks, if you choose to continue with Preneur Platinum, that's your choice. Otherwise, feel free to move on and implement the 7 levers by yourself. We look forward to seeing you inside Preneur Platinum. For at least 8 weeks, we will help you grow your business and double the profitability through the 7 levers. All the information you need to know is below this video. Sign up and we'll see you inside the members area.